Alright, y'all. Let's see. Can you hear me? A little bit awkward here. How's everybody doing? We are sober tonight. This is coffee. I'm definitely going to stop drinking for the next 20 days because I've got a trip coming to North Carolina and it's going to be a bunch of skinny women there. I can't say that I'm really looking forward to it because, you know, it's going to be a bunch of women, and although I know one of them pretty well, it's like not just not that close. Stopped drinking for 30 years. Did you start back up? North Carolina in the house. I've never been to North Carolina, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's just cool to see some other place and to take a trip and to get out. But what do y'all recommend I see while I'm in North Carolina? How is the audio? Forgive my busted up lashes. It's about that time. Hey Russell. What are you drinking? This is a frozen coffee with some goat's milk. I drink goat's milk. I stopped drinking soy milk because it was fucking with my hormones. Literally fucking with my hormones. Like I had like 4 beard hairs. Now I only have like 1 that pops out right here. But I think about that was like the PCOS and all that stuff. Probably just some goddamn soy products that they're having. Yeah, all about goat's milk. If you haven't tried it, it's so good. I went out last night to a high-end restaurant. 4 people, bill was like $400, so not terrible. And they had some really good goat cheese there. But I got the short ribs, and then the other people got steak and like a steak skewer, and it was horrible. $75 for this ribeye. Now, granted, they got it cooked like well and like medium well, and it was bad. Like it was bad. They didn't even season it. I can do better right here in the kitchen. So what part of Carolina? Hopefully western side. Beautiful mountains. I don't know. I know I'm flying into Raleigh, and then I don't know from there. But I have never been. From the itinerary, it looks like it's just going to be a bunch of bars. So I don't know what we're going to do. Medium rare all the way for a steak. I know. It was like, what are y'all? I was like, don't embarrass me. And they're like, I will order my steak any way I want. Hey Jason. Hey Pieces Priceless. Hey Eric. Hey baby, need to go on a date when I get to Texas. For shizzle. Yeah. So we went to this high-end place. Drinks for $15, but they were strong. It was so expensive. I think I only spent like $60 though. So I did good. But they didn't. Then we went to a drag show, which I had a good time at. I don't know. I like drag queens. It was a good time. Hey, Jesper's in the house. How's it going? Jason, you missed me last week. Well, I was there. I parked the car and showed up. I will be there on Wednesday. Definitely. I'm totally, it's 2:07 a.m. Where do you live? Jeez. 2 o'clock in the morning. Just for, it's like about that time of morning for you too, isn't it? We had a really nice discussion last week. It felt like a history class, talking about like some really interesting topics. Not much going on lately. 307 in Denmark. Wow. Oh, UK. I like the UK. Had a good time there. Love England. Really love it. Have you ever had cream teas? Scones, tea, clotted cream. What do you call it? Jam? So good. You live near Bristol. Did we go to Bristol? I don't think we went to Bristol. Nice. Yes, I like to keep my obligations. So for the next 20 days, my goal is to definitely not drink and just really get on some business projects. I'm tired of struggling and I need to just be more disciplined. If I want it done, I gotta do it. You're from Devon, so you know about cream tea. Awesome. Hey, Rebecca, Nebraska in the house. I love it. Hell yeah. So, it's almost like a New Year's resolution because you know how it is around your birthday, you feel like reflective, like you really need to make some changes, so you go ahead and make those changes. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing, making changes. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in, but maybe I could do a couple of videos about it. But the biggest thing, I've had a crush on you sometime. Thank you. The thing is, we're all good at sabotaging our own efforts. We're good at making excuses for not either working out or doing some good spring cleaning. Exactly. Yes. I need to join you on the changes. Yes, please. Awesome. Yeah, it's really, kind of feels like a vulnerable thing to share all that. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Hey, Bernie, looking nice. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I would love to hear your plans for the next year. Thank you. The main thing is to lose about 60 pounds. You're like, oh, you don't have 60 pounds. I do. Yes, I do. And then to just start making really good money so that I don't have to struggle. Like you pointed out last week, Bernie, a good start is keeping up with the 10K steps and such. Exactly. And I am pretty proud to say that I've done that all but like 3 nights since the 11th of May. So, yeah, today I need, how many more steps? Like, a lot. I need about 8,000 more steps. So after this live, I'll go for a nice long walk. I really I don't know, I feel like it gives me a lot more endurance. Like I noticed when I was squatting, like it was easier to do. So, weightlifting, just being more dynamic, and I really think not drinking is going to be helpful for everything I want to do. Set small goals and build on them. Do not go for a marathon straight from wanting to get in shape like some people might be able to, but most of us will fail and then doubt ourselves. Yeah, I think so. And I think even with business endeavors, it's like I'll start something but I won't market it, or I won't really pursue it, so that it'll, in my mind, it can be like, oh yeah, it's always going to be a failure, so better not try, better just stay how you are. And I think our brain wants that. It wants the sameness. It wants us to just continue to not do shit, so that it stays safe. I need to hear this. Thank you for this video. Oh, I appreciate that, Rebecca. Jason, fasting works for you. Wow. Do you work out in a fasted state? I've been taking these liver cleanse pills, and I really need to eat with those. But I kind of think I do naturally fast. Like I wake up, I don't eat until about 1. So, yeah. I see big things for you in the next 6 months. The momentum is building. You're going to start seeing results. Thank you. Not being consistent with the sleep schedule is what messes me up. For real. I was just about to mention the sleeping thing because right now I go to bed about 3 o'clock in the morning. And that time from like midnight to 3 a.m. is sort of useless. Especially if I've had something to drink. It's pointless. So I'm not eating after 6:30 p.m. Damn, what time do you go to bed? Like 10? The thing I've started doing was cut out sugar and just drink water and a little coffee, not large amounts like I used to drink. I think that's a really good idea. Then putting off breakfast for as long as I can. So what time do you go to bed? Body burns off the excess. Michael says, I agree with Rebecca. Sleeping messes me up. Yeah, for sure. You gotta get the good sleep. I notice, I love dreaming. I have these binaural beats that I listen to. Oh, they give me the best dreams. When you're tired, you don't have the same willpower and end up eating shit food. It's true. It is absolutely true. Yeah, sleep is a big problem. We are all different, so it might not work for you, babes. I appreciate it. What time do you go to bed, Jason? If you stop eating at 6:30, what time do you go to sleep? I hate being hungry. I have a crappy sleep schedule, sleep cycle 4 to 5 hours, then crash later in the day to sleep that last 4 hours or so. At least you have some freedom to do that. Like your work or your lifestyle allows you to sleep when you need to. That is a blessing. I don't know. I would definitely be willing to try it. I think not beating yourself up is going to be a big thing. And just giving yourself a lot of praise and accolades for what you do manage. You know, just give yourself that grace like a child learning to walk. And not just be like, you got to do it right now, all of it. Well, right now I can't sleep because a beautiful lady keeping me up. Oh, thank you. That's not corny. I appreciate y'all being here. If y'all could hit the like button, that'd be great. It'll let more people know to join us. I'm fucking hungover right now. I don't look it because I'm sober. But, yeah, I drank a lot last night. And then the drag queens kept buying shots for my aunt. It was her birthday, so we were all out. And, woo, Lord, it was so fun. So fun. Yeah, really, I'm hungover. Oh, hey, Antonio. I wonder if I'm your type. Do I have a type? I don't know. I don't know if I have a type. You're serious, you're artsy. I work a swing schedule, so just get used to night work and I have to go back to day work. So just for getting used to it, you have to go back to day. That would be hard. I want to start swimming again, good range of motion and good workout to boot. Yes. Rebecca says I look pretty hungover. Thank you. Yeah. You know, I used to do a lot of yoga. And I still do. I've got a great yoga mat. The girl from North Carolina gave it to me. And that was really helpful. It's a real serious workout. It doesn't look like it. But man, you're sitting there holding your own body weight for an extended period of time and breathing. I think I'll get back into that. But I want to make a plan and just stick with it. And the main thing will be not drinking. Doing other things other than drinking. You're not good at flirting via text. It's all about eye contact. Yeah, this is why I struggle with online dating, because it feels so detached, you know? It's like, I don't know, I have a hard time making that connection with people. On the last live, a lady said that I was lost. And I asked her, what do you mean? How am I lost? And she didn't answer me. So, if you're around, lady, tell me exactly how I'm lost. I'd love to hear your opinion. Smash the like button. Let's get the word out on these lives. Thank you, Ed. So what do y'all do for fleas? My dog, we've done a flea treatment. We've done a bath. And we are fucked over here with fleas. So if anybody has any input about that, please let me know. So, I'm not sure how long we're going to be on tonight. Some people are kind of busy, I guess, today, so it's not as big of a room as we're used to around here. And that's nobody's fault. I didn't put out the word that we were going to go live today. But, yeah, if we don't have a whole lot to talk about, then that's all right. It's all right. Goals are important, and that is what we're going for. But, yeah, so, last night, expensive, shitty steak. Now, I got the short ribs, and they were really good. But the problem was you got, like, that much meat. Like, that much. Like, it was bullshit. I do have a yoga mat that I use for my back, and not yoga, but some Pilates, and also, and that also requires breath exercises while doing the moves to get a good core burn. Yes. Did you just hear my dog make this little whining shit noise so that I'll keep petting him? He's such an asshole. Are you starting a spiritual and dance content soon? I think absolutely. Absolutely. I think I just need to get through the birthdays and all of that, because it was a distraction for sure. Trying to concentrate on your face, just being honest. And to think I selected this shirt. Yeah, I definitely want to do some dance stuff. And it's part of that hesitation is just being overweight. But, you know, in this day and age, people really don't care. Why are you so young? Do you work on being like that? I don't think I work on that so much as I'm just a Taurus. That's just how we are. Yes, open shirt is appreciated. I just see, I made an effort. Last week y'all didn't get titties, and this week I was like, damn it, give the people what they want. I'm just kidding, but not really. So, that's that. I should do like the TikTok live people. That one girl just stands there, like, ignoring the audience, scrolling on her phone, and just bouncing around every so often. I'm like, this is quality. Same sounds Sister's Rottweiler makes when I visit, and he goes in between the German Shepherd and blocks me from petting him. Only allowed to pet him. That is so cute. Oh, Rottweiler. I love Rottweiler. I like pit bulls, Rottweilers, Chihuahua. I love it. I'm glad I make you laugh. You are so chilled, you're almost horizontal. That's a new one. I've heard that one before. So, what's going on in the world? I have no idea. What's got people upset these days? I'm in my own little dream world. Not worrying about anything except coffee and sobriety. Do you guys believe that some people have more of a genetic predisposition to alcoholism? I kind of do. I kind of do, considering that a lot of my family struggles with it. Yes, absolutely. I need a cheeky British guy. Good evening, Brika. To be honest, not worried about anything these days, and yeah, I do believe the alcohol thing is in the genes. Yeah. Or like you get that first taste of it, and then you're just going to keep drinking all night. It's kind of that way with me. Like once I get to this certain state with alcohol, I definitely just want to keep drinking. And once I start having it every day, I want to have it every day. Did you hear about the Target selling female bathing suits with a place to tuck in your dick? Oh my God. Wow. I believe it. Any cream pies? No. But you know that one dude I hooked up with for my birthday sent me a nice message, a lovely message, because I didn't realize that he had my phone number, so he sent me a message, and he was like, wanted some pictures. Like, baby, please. I'm not sending you a goddamn thing. Nothing. So, yeah, no cream pies. No cream pies. Fortunately, I don't want to get pregnant by that rando. I used to be in the same boat, just kept drinking often on the weekends. We have a street here in my city that basically has 50 plus bars, and often 1 or 2 bars will have like cheap drinks or beers. Yeah, I live within walking distance to like bars, like hella bars. Who is going to dare call Bernie a cis woman? I know. I'd be like, what? What are you talking to? You're misgendering me. Please be tolerant to my beliefs that I am a woman, a full-on woman. You know, a lot of this tranny stuff, though, it's chemical. You can just do a couple of things in someone's brain and mess up their gender. The brain part of the gender, not their anatomy. And even I would say with the anatomy thing, like if you do certain things while your baby's in the womb, you probably could affect the anatomy. Drinking keeps the boogeyman away in my head. Ooh, yes. I know that feeling. Sometimes I feel like more psychic when I drink, you know? We did pub crawls at times and no clue what happened the day after. Yep. I know that feeling, and I don't like that. There's some blackouts. As a cis man, I'm sleepy. Get some sleep, Jason. We'll be here next week. Dre Johnson, why are you laughing at your cream pie comment? Yeah, it was just so nice of him to reach out to me. Yeah, as far as the drinking and the boogeyman, probably have to deal with that sober for the boogeyman to be destroyed, you know? I think the things we escape from just persist because we haven't really dealt with them. I don't know how I'm going to stop drinking because the sugars will definitely help me lose those 25 pounds faster. It will. I mean, it definitely will. Have you seen those before and after pictures of people that gave up drinking? And they're always thinner. Their face is less puffy. Like, Dr. Dre says I catch you once in a while. Let's go out. Sometimes the accent makes me tingle. Oh, thank you. Guys, please fucking stop this. God, he's so fucking spoiled. I know it's my fault. So you think I have an accent? I know I do. Texas, baby. What? It's just like a hair or something on me. Thank you, Valentine. I appreciate the compliment. Yes. The drinking is a fat pill. That when I got depressed after my dog, that was when I gained all this weight. Because I was drinking my ass off. You were so cute. Get to my embarrassed. Oh. Yes, thank you. So, do you hear a Texas accent? I probably definitely have one. I know if I get really excited, I sound like a straight up hick. So, it's, I feel fine about it. I don't mind getting embarrassed about the compliments. No, y'all talk good. Dre says, do I get comments in public? Sometimes, yes. And it depends on, like, the area. Like, you know, if it's just slightly a little bit more urban, shall we say, I get more comments and compliments. Hispanic men are a little bit more complimentary. Black men, definitely. How often do I get comments in public? Well, maybe every other day. The other day, this lady, I bumped into her at Kroger, and we just kind of intersected, and she turned around, she's like, you are so beautiful. And it was such a heartfelt, genuine feeling. I was like, God damn, thank you. And then I go up, I'm behind her, and the lady that was directly behind her bought her groceries, just like that. She gave me that compliment, and then immediately her groceries got bought for her. I watched the whole thing. I was like, she deserved that. She was so out of herself, so just completely giving, that she absolutely deserved that. Your video chat is a bit staticky. If I saw you in a bar, I might be too shy to say hi. I might just be too shy. I think that does kind of happen. I think sometimes people, I don't know, maybe don't approach me for that reason. Are the comments in public to compliment you, or do they annoy you? They don't annoy me. I do not get annoyed with people giving me compliments, because one day I'll be old and I won't get those compliments. I appreciate it. Hello, Miss B from Wyoming. Hey, Bill. What's your opinion on therapy? Been going for years, but it seems useless after a while. I think it's really important, especially if you've got a decent therapist, to help you unpack some things. But I do a lot of therapy on my own. Yeah. You gotta have like a pretty good sense of awareness and have some tools that help you get past things. Have you ever done tapping? What is the other one? The rapid eye movement one. There's a lot of modalities you can use if you're feeling stuck in a certain sickness, a certain way of doing things that can help you move past things a little bit. So definitely, I definitely think therapy is good. I drink beer, that's my therapy. Nice, Valentine. Do you have a weight problem? Because if I drank nothing but beer, I'd be fucking 300 pounds. How do you do therapy on your own? Yeah, like I said, tapping, the rapid eye movement one, definitely just kind of sitting in silence, and like when something happens that comes up that gives you a negative feeling, really go into it. Think about it. Where did it come from? Where did this originate from? Is this something from childhood? You know, if you're feeling, oh my God, this emotional response, you know, unpack it. Where did it come from? And then if you see it's from childhood, or if you see it's some pattern that came from something traumatic, realize that that's an area that needs healing. And maybe you could address that with your therapist, like, hey, I'm having these memories come up, or I'm having this anxiousness. I'm having these feelings that I don't understand, and this is what they are. What is the best experience you've ever had in your life? If you could see the way my dog is fucking mad dogging me right now. The best experience of my life. Probably doing drugs in college. Like my first like taste of freedom out of my family home. Like I would see the college in the distance, and I would just be elated because I got to go and just do whatever I wanted to do and just get fucked up and be social, go to parties and house parties and just have a good time. So I don't know, that or traveling and seeing other things, like being abroad, being in England and all that shit. That does it for me. I get flustered when I get hit on a compliment. I always have, not just not got the confidence without the alcohol unless I know the woman. So do you guys want women to come up to you and compliment you? I kind of feel like a creep. Come here. If I do. I don't know. Like, I don't expect it to go anywhere if I compliment a man. You know, I'll just be like, wow, you are gorgeous. You look like you know, if I do all that, I'm not expecting shit. I'm just giving a compliment. There you go, baby. Oh, look at your baby. So, you might unleash your charisma on me. Okay, thank you. What are the best experiences you've had in your life? So yeah, traveling, being with friends, and just having a good time. Yeah, definitely. I'm ashamed now. I just work long hours. There are hardly extra calories at the end of the week. So you don't feel like you're overweight from the Bay Area. That's lucky. You are lucky. I had a lady at the gas station, and an attendant hit on me, and I got all flustered and started rambling. Because she was like, oh God, what did I do? I know, man, it's freaking hard. It's hard out here to really express yourself, but not feel like a creeper. Some men are a bit more nervous because the way society is today, it's up to you if you want to approach him, and I understand if you choose not to. Yeah, I just feel like the moment I do that I'm sort of stepping into this more masculine role, and it makes me sort of, I don't know, it feels like it might be off-putting to the man. What do y'all think? I'd be very careful about hitting on a man. This is why Bumble sucks, because as the woman, you have to reach out and say something to the man first. True, you guys both match, you both liked each other's appearance. Hey, Kuko. Mr. Lopez. I wish more women made the first move. Yeah? If there was some subtle way of doing it that wasn't creepy, you know, that would be good. But it seems like almost, you know how cringy it is for a woman to propose to the man? It's almost like we can start getting into that territory where you just kind of step out of your feminine role and you're just aggressive. The way that I used to hit on men was I would stare at them or look at them, you know, and then I would find a way to get closer to them, say we're out and about or something like that. I've never taken a bar hookup. Well, I've married a bar hookup. They're not all that successful. But that's how I would do it. I would just kind of give them eyes. And then if they're interested, then they'll approach me. How do you make it obvious? Yeah, that's what I do. Rebecca says you've never hit on a man. It feels aggressive. It feels masculine. It feels like I'm going to just gross him out. I don't know. I think if you're in a social situation, just look at him, smile at him, and find some way to strike up a conversation or something like that. You are beautiful, intelligent. What a combination. Thank you. Do you look, then look away? Yes, I do. That's how I do it. I look at them and then look away, maybe smile, and then somehow find a way to get closer and talk. Flirting is a dance. The lady decides anyway, so the approach is gentle and unassuming. Yeah, for sure. We're not good at small talk. I'd like to get into deep conversations from the get-go. Like, small talk doesn't stay small with me for very long. Unless there's like a, some rush or something like that. But I go straight for deep. Yeah, me too. I like that. I don't want to, I don't know. Even if I'm asking about someone's day, it can eventually get into something a lot deeper. And a lot of times I find myself having like these healing conversations with people. And I don't know, very quickly on I can get sort of counseling with them. Valentine, you heard that, straight for deep. Yeah. So, think that we're not used to it. We might get a compliment once every 5 years if we're lucky, or unless we're a bouncer like shape again. Yeah, I would think it is kind of rare. I think it is. Yeah, I definitely prefer to get into like the healing when I talk to someone, just like immediately get into how I can help, my insights on things. It feels like I'm living my purpose. Just look at the man and give that little expression that you won't tear him apart. Yeah, I think a lot of men are afraid of the woman being just completely shitty with them. And it's a valid fear, but I think you gotta be a little rejection proof, where you don't let it touch you and reflect on you, how you feel about yourself if someone rejects you. That's what I'm working on, I think, in life in general. That don't see everything as a rejection. I'm very sensitive to it. I've had anxiety in talking about it, especially with a woman, really helped. Yeah, for sure. I think that's a really good thing to talk about anything bothering you. I used to have some really good girlfriends. They turned toxic for some reason. But I've known them for like 16 years, 12 years, and we would have a lot of therapeutic conversations. But where it kind of went bad is like when they wouldn't make any growth. They wouldn't make any steps. I know it's not that easy, but do try, Come on, just try. I'm very into my intent these days, and it does make a difference. And you become more aware of why you want to do something, so it can be a good experience. Yeah, definitely. I like to use intention to kind of make things happen, to like create what I want. okay, this is going to go this way. Kind of like commanding space and time so that the reality I want shows up. Yes, 100 tries, 98 fails, but you get to succeed and talk 2 times. Yeah. I think I like the maternal side of women, for sure. And that's the beauty of like being a real feminine woman and having that nurturing quality to yourself, is that you can be healing and helpful to people, man or woman. Like, I really love that part about myself, being able to heal people and help people. And I don't feel drained. I don't feel used. I feel it's like medicine for me. Very Freudian. Yeah. So as far as it being therapeutic, if you can find that person, a friend even, to talk to, can be cheaper in the long run. But some good books too. What was it? Radical Forgiveness was a really powerful book for me. Colin Tipping is the author, and it basically talks about, it gets super spiritual. Look it up, because if I go into it, y'all will be like, what the fuck? Alright, brief summary. Basically, we come here, we choose to be here, we choose to have the experiences before we even sign up to come to this planet, and we live it out, but we forget that we agreed to have these experiences. So, Radical Forgiveness is what it's called. So, you chose your mother, you chose your abusive mother, you chose that existence, and they are just acting it out for you. Sometimes I can become people's villains. Like, if they have some sort of anxiety about me, for some reason I'll just be acting it out, because they have so much intention that I've got all this Piscean energy that it'll happen. I love the vision board you have behind you. Great reminders for the day to keep you on point. Yeah, these are goals. These are goals and objectives, kind of like a project list. And I've gotten a few of them done. It's years old. And, that would be a good goal, just to knock all of them off my list. They're really ambitious projects. Some of them are books. Some of them are products that I need to produce. I don't know, Bernie. I'm a villain. I really should not. Yeah, sometimes, can I fly over and give you a cuddle? Aww, a cuddle. That is so British. I love it. Thank you. I'm getting that book. It's a really great book. I really recommend it. Finding someone that has overcome difficulties. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine? When I was in college, they had these really cheap therapists that I would sign up to see. I was molested as a little girl, so I've always had these, depression, suicidal. So I've always sought out therapy. Like, very early on, like 16, I started getting therapy. And so I went to see my therapist one time, and this is, I'm like 18, maybe 17 at this fucking point. So I'm seeing this therapist, and one day I come in high on weed, and he's like, "You're just too happy to be here today," and he sent me on my way. Would not talk to me because I was too high. But he was just some fucking, fresh out, not even done with college kind of guy that really I couldn't relate to, because he hadn't experienced anything. My favorite therapist was like a man in his 50s. Like, he was just so awesome. And he gave me the book, What Personality Types, and I realized that I'm a 2, a helper. The Enneagram, if you can look into that. Good evening from Northwest Georgia. I just tuned in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Hurricane. Warren Buffett has a great strategy for getting stuff done and prioritizing. Write down 20 goals and pick your top 3 and forget the others until the top 3 are completed. Then rewrite the 20 list. Yes, that's a good point. I like that. Well, Mike says, is it possible that our Puritan denial has something to do with why it hurts so much? Seems like everyone I know has been molested as a child, including the guys. I bet it's like at least 60% of us have been messed with. And what a great way to just like ruin someone. Almost. You don't have to be ruined by it, but just about. I've lost a lot of time, on drugs, escaping from this reality. Worked on why I cut people out of my life, and do not miss any of them, to be honest, because it was only take from them, no giving, and they were social sucking vampires for their benefit only. Yeah, that's why I've gotten rid of a lot of people. And that's kind of another reason I want to move. It's like I've got a lot of people depending on me, and I fucking hate it. I hate it. I want my own time, my own energy to go on things I like. But they need me. They can't. Nobody can do it but me. They need me so much. I hate it. Capricorn here. Not that I believe in any of that. That's exactly what a Capricorn would say. Sexual molestation and a few sexual assaults messed me up bad. That's why you drink, Rebecca. That's where the drink is coming from. And this is what I'm talking about with doing your own therapy at home. Like figuring out, okay, I'm reacting to this trauma. And then just kind of tackling that. Once I learned to say no to them, they sort of went away themselves. So that was nice. Saved me from the issue of not having to ghost them. They ghosted you. Wow. Yeah, the minute they can't get what they need from you, they, take off. Jason, you just made me spill my tea. Are you drinking caffeinated tea this time of morning? It's almost 3 a.m. You're drinking tea. But, absolutely. Yes, I'm a typical Capricorn, apparently. Although I'm not a cold fish. You might have planets and something else. I love you, Bernie. You're so beautiful. Thank you, David. Love you, too. Yeah, my moon is right there with Capricorn, so I understand. I understand all of this. And, but I also, have Sagittarius, so I love my freedom. But doing the work on yourself, if you have been molested or y'all ever watch Intervention, and you notice there's always something that happened in childhood. Not always. Sometimes they were spoiled, and those are the ones that relapse and never get it right. But the ones that had something traumatic happen to them, and then now they're using and they're strung out, they have to go and heal. They do a lot of counseling. You don't discount what happened to you and just try to stuff it and not deal with it. If I have something bad happen to me, I'm going to tell everybody. Jason, get some sleep. I'll see you next week. It's almost 2 in the morning for you, then it's almost 10 for me. Jason is in the UK. He's the one where it's almost 2 in the morning. Here, it's about 9. I'm in Texas. But yeah, get some sleep, Jason. We'll see you next week. So, yeah, therapy. I am a huge fan. So that time the guy sent me away because I was just too high, I never went back. Never ever went back. Not to him. But I did continue to seek counseling throughout the years. And I would probably still get counseling if I had enough money for it. Good night, Jason. Rebecca says, thank you for your wisdom. I appreciate that. Georgia. Georgia in the house. Red light. Are you a male or a female? Do you think men from Georgia are kind of wild? Every man I've met from Georgia is kind of wild. Always do the work on yourself, because if you don't work on what's really ailing you, then it'll work on you in the form of addiction, you know? You're a man. Okay, yeah, so red light, are you wild? Are you gamey? Depends on the man. Yeah, maybe I just haven't met enough of them, but I'm like, whoa, these Georgia boys are crazy. I really, really appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Make sure you change out the light bulbs if you feel a bit of anxiety. It could be the LED we were all recommended to switch to. Yeah. I love iridescent bulbs. Do you know that I think it's July, that like you cannot sell an iridescent bulb after that? There's a guy who has like a bulb shop, and he says he's got to sell all of his bulbs by July, or if not, he's gonna, be in breach of the law. So he'll just put them outside, but he's selling them for like $1 a piece. I think I'm gonna go get a bunch of lights, because I can't stand these fucking bright ass mercury bulbs. Yo, Aunt Darla, you're right. That's alright. That's alright. We've been getting all spiritual. Hey, Superstorm. Red Red, I hope I didn't offend you by talking about Georgia. But yeah, I think it's so worthwhile to work on yourself and to heal yourself. If you've got an issue, tackle it. If not, it will tackle you to the ground and maybe kill you. I hate to think of those people winning. The molesters, the people that assault us. These shadow people is what I call them. They are on our team, but you just can't let them succeed in killing us. LED bulbs have that flickering frequency that can induce chemical production that is anxiety inducing. I have no doubt. I really search high and low. And it's actually really hard to find anything that's not LED, now that I think about it. And then they're also expensive. This is Obama. Obama did that for the U.S. I don't know. In Denmark, are they allowed to have other types of bulbs? That might let you know that there's a sinister agenda. I'm trying to find regular bulbs, not LED, here in Denmark. And it's probably really difficult. Like, it's so stupid. We should start making our own bulbs. Like we should all start making our own light bulbs. They should teach you how to do that in school. Rebecca, there's chemicals in everything. And all of it is designed to make us unhappy, confused. This is what I'm saying about the transgender thing. It's a chemical assault. These people aren't making it up. They literally are having trouble figuring out their own gender. Can you imagine what that would be like to just not feel right in your own body? And probably as a result of something that was done to you, like a chemical that you had to have as a baby. No way. No way to even rectify it. It's been done to you. I'm glad you're laid back. Red light, for sure. Well, Aunt Barbara, I know you just got here, but we're getting close to an hour. So, any more final comments from you guys that you want to say to the chat? I'd appreciate it. So, plan for the next 20 days. Let's do it together if you want to. So we're going to make a list of 20 things. Pick the first 3. Get those done and then work on the rest. I like that because it makes you focus. Yeah, for sure. Valentine, you are beautiful, that's all. Thank you. Assad Vlog says hi. Thank you. Fluorescent bulbs were 10 times worse. They would set off my son's epilepsy in the high gear. Old school incandescent and LED bulbs don't affect him. Yeah, I hate fluorescent lighting. Philips light bulbs have regular bulbs. Yeah, I think you're right. I've got so many bulbs in there. Your birthday is next Wednesday. Oh, I'll come through. We'll sing happy birthday to you. Gemini. Yeah. I would love to see you on your birthday. I'm done birthdaying. Last night was it. I'm fucking done. I've got to fucking not drink. Next Saturday will be the test because there's like 2 parties, so no drinking for me. I appreciate y'all listening to this, and I hope that helps someone out there. And if something bad happened to you as a child, I'm sorry, and you did not deserve that. We did not deserve that. So thank y'all so much for coming through tonight. I appreciate it. You have 54 packs of 70 watt incandescent and 50 packs of 100 watt for sale in North Georgia. Nice. I would hold on to them if I were you, because they're going to make those completely illegal. You should store them and use them for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, I'm going to get a whole bunch of them and keep them. Just store them. For sure. Got Georgia in the house tonight. I appreciate that. Alright, well, folks, I'm going to say good night. Thank y'all so much for coming. Next week I'll have on a fresh set of lashes, so be looking for that. Alright, so I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central. Red light. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Jesper. Thank you. Night, night. Everyone have a good luck. Hoping you do not get a bad hangover. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good night, Jesper, Hired Gun, Aunt Dogger, David, Valentine, Assad, Rebecca. Good luck with everything. You can email me too. Alright. Super Stormy. Jason, he already left. Okay, well. Bye, Raw Milk Night. Bye, Ed. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all next week.